Okay, I think live might be an echo. Okay, good. That sounded fine. Check on my phone. Sounded fine. Check on my phone. Okay, good. All right. So, um, what September. Okay, so September, and we are going into review the budget for August. Let me show you how I plan the budget for September. And I'm Dave-ish, but I am working the baby steps. Dave-ish because I'm still contributing to my registered disability savings plan. I'm keeping my credit cards. I'm in Canada, so the financial system here is different than what Dave Ramsey would say. Um, so I've adapted my financial strategy planning process because it's personal finance. And let's get into the budget at work. Okay, good. Looks like it worked. Okay, so here's August. August summary. Um, we spent $4,804, and it looks like we're over budget in our housing. And that is because, okay, let's go income first. Sorry. Income for August that came in was $1,621.15 from disability. Disability for me is the Ontario Disability Support Program. Um, in the month of July, I had a net profit over $100, so they added the $100 work-related benefit, which made my total income support $1,621.15. Every month I have to report my income and assets to ODSP. They review my eligibility, and we hope that they can keep paying the rent and my electricity bill and some other things so that I can continue on my living existence and financial independence journey. Tax credit came in. So tax credits is like Trillium, GST, climate action, anything the Canada government wants to make up for a benefit to help the Canadians in this inflationary time, recession that they won't call it a recession time. And the beauty of being Canadian and eligible for all the benefits that are in my country. I always set a plan for self-employment to earn $5,000 a month. I set one for as a cam model, and I set one for my other online business as a affiliate marketer, influencer, just other things on the internet that make me money that I really need to promote more. Um, that I like for me and my budget, I set a goal, a gross income goal. And then anything that comes in, I just budget it into the budget and I don't have to worry about it. So, uh, gifts and other income. Yeah, gifts came in from people in my life. They are happy to give me gifts because they know living on disability is very stressful. And other money came in. Don't remember what for. Like, no, I know what for. It's just debt. Just leave it at that. More money came in that was debt. Because it came from the credit card, and sure, it was cash in my hand, but it's still debt on the credit card, so I'm not really worried about it. But it went into depositing my registered disability savings plan because I want to make sure that I get my disability grants and savings bonds for my registered disability savings plan because that is my retirement planning. I know if you're following Dave Ramsey, you're supposed to pause investing, blah, blah, blah. I don't do that. I don't give up my match in my registered disability savings plan because the rules of the disability savings plan for Canadians is very, very complicated, very, very stressful. And if I don't contribute to my contribution maximum, which for me this year is $5,000, and then the maximum the government will give me is 10,500. And if I don't put in my full amount before December 31st, I do not get the full amount of $10,500. It's already double my money just by putting the money in there. Plus, it's invested in um, REITs. What did we changed my investment portfolio to REITs, to it's mutual funds, REITs, ETFs. It's diversified. I know it's diversified very, very well. I check on it once a month just to make sure that the grants and disability savings bonds go into the disability savings plan because I'm eligible for the disability tax credit. That you have to have your doctor fill out all the forms and then send it to the government of Canada. Then they review your eligibility of someone who's disabled. Um, yeah, so for that part, no, it's not what Dave Ramsey says, but I really don't care. I really, I'm not even, we're not going to go down that road. So housing, so my rent changed as of July 1st, but my rent is paid automatically from the disability office to my landlord. And I've told my caseworker that it changed. They did not change the amount to pay my rent. So it looks like in my budget, the rent is overpaid, like by 73 cents, because all they have to do is go into the computer and change it from I wish it was 700 again, from change it from $937.76 to $937.03. So now for the whole month of September, I need to watch my file like a hawk to make sure they change pay direct rent pre-authorized payment from Ontario Disability Support Program going to my landlord. They're a private company. They like their rent on time. Um, that it's a correct amount. Otherwise, I'm overpaying the rent when I could use that 73 cents somewhere else in my budget. Yeah, because my housing cost is typically very fixed, very boring, very the same every single month. The only thing that's new in the budget for the housing cost is the internet. And I have, Bell has a 5 TV app. So the 5 TV app and my internet package, because I call them to contact the loyalty department and I asked them to give me the best plan they can give me that's still affordable. That's not over $150. And they did, which was impressive. So for the next 12 months, I think I'm paying $130 for my internet and TV app service. It's basically an app on my iPhone. I get to watch live television. I get to watch some channels on TV if I remember, because I also have Amazon Prime. So I have Amazon Prime Video and I have Netflix. I haven't watched Netflix in a while. I probably should sometime soon. Um, yeah, I have DVDs. I still have Seinfeld and what other shows do I have? I have stuff to watch. I'm okay. Yeah, so I only have two streaming services for right now. And I say for right now because I plan on getting Apple TV with Apple Fitness when I get my exercise bike. No, I'm not getting a Peloton, but I may get the Peloton guide, which is interesting. It'll be a whole video when I get it. And then my cell phone. My cell phone is still $72.45. $5 out of that finances my cell phone until next year, May 2024. Then I go into the cell phone people and I ask them to upgrade my phone. They're gonna try to sell me something I don't need and yada yada, and then hopefully I get a phone that's still under $75 a month. That is what we do. Let's see what I spend on lifestyle for August. That's remaining. Okay, so groceries, $327.38. $10 on the laundry card, 152.18 on grooming and beauty treatments, which is I got waxed. I think I got a pedicure and I got my hair cut. Very simple. And the best part, like cutting my hair, like shaving it down, really does cut down on a lot of hair care stress. Like it really does. I probably just have to deep condition my hair, invest in really good wigs, and go about my day. That's it. It's fantastic. It totally is. I don't know how I was spending almost $300, $400 a month on my hair and it didn't last that long. And no, I could throw on a wig. The only thing with the wigs, you have to make sure the wig is a wig. That's it. And then your scalp, breathe. I could put color in like I still have hair on my head. It just cut really low. Yeah, it's so much easier. I wish I did this long ago. I don't know. I guess, yeah, you have to grow up and realize some things really don't matter. Yeah. Restaurants, bar, and entertainment. Did I really do that? Okay. Skip the dishes, my Netflix, gourmet popcorn. Oh yeah, I went and had breakfast. Oh. Oh yeah, I got a movie on Amazon Prime. I did that too. Yeah. So that's $279.87 in the restaurant, bar, and entertainment category, which yeah, I'm single for life. So I'm gonna enjoy that category. Then my guilt-free spending is I spent $308.91 on what? Oh, I bought a ticket for brunch. Oh, my debt tracker thing. So I've been using undebt.it to track my debt payoff. And I typically have the free account, but because I've been using it for so long, I wanted to support the person that made that tracker, that debt tracker, the debt snowball tracker. So I bought their 1 year subscription, which is like $12 US. Yeah, why not? Oh yeah, I got my passport. I bought Total Money Makeover, the workbook, ink for the printer. Um, the thing with ink with the printer, that's actually a business expense. This should not be here. That's a business thing. That's not a personal thing. Even Total Money Makeover is actually a business expense. I think I added it in my thing. Yeah, even Total Money Makeover, it's a business expense. It shouldn't be here. So yeah, I have to be careful that business expenses stay as business expenses and personal expenses stays as personal expenses. So just by eliminating my business expenses out of the budget, the personal household budget, my spending for the guilt-free spending category dropped down to $186.43. And so that made my total lifestyle category in my budget $1,242.52. What happened over here? Okay. Can you still hear me? 2 cents. What happened over here? Yeah, we can still hear me. Okay. Transportation. I use public transit, live in a big city, public transit's an option. So I loaded my transportation card to $50 in one time. I've never done that before, and it's still there. I really don't go nowhere. It's fantastic. Yeah, even I don't know if I'll get my driver's license. I really don't know. Um, and then let's see, savings. $25 went into a new account. Where did it go? Right. I opened my condo savings down payment account because I want to get in the habit of saving for my condo, saving for the down payment of buying my house. only because um, we, as much as people like to predict financial things in the economy, they have no idea what's going to happen. They, they have no idea. I'm hearing a lot of people are struggling that like the credit card debt's increasing, people are struggling to pay off their mortgages, interest rates are still high, inflation is still a thing. Um, as far as I know, the sky is falling. My sky is not falling. So as long as my sky is my sky, like still up in the air and not falling, I will save money in all the categories in my savings part of my budget, which is my emergency fund, Hill and Valley, buffer, like my buffer. I have a buffer account, but I also call it a curveball account. I basically have three emergency funds. So before I actually touch the 3 to 6 months fully funded emergency fund, it's the Hill and Valley account, it's the curveball account, and then we'll see if I can, whatever the emergency is, I can take care of it, like depending on what it is. Then I want new furniture in my apartment and I want a home gym in the apartment because I still want my cosmetic surgery and the doctor suggested I lose 15 pounds. And I'm not exactly sure how we're supposed to do that because I eat all the food I cook. So we'll figure it out. It's just, it, like the conscious spending plan and living my best life and not doing things without the limitation belief that I cannot do something because I'm on disability is um, a paradigm shift that I'm practicing. And it's sometimes it's very hard because there's things in my budget where I'm told because I'm on disability I'm not supposed to have. Last time I checked, I plan the budget. I tell my money where to go. I did all the things that Ontario Disability Support Program said I'm supposed to have. And I'm supposed to follow the rights and responsibilities of being eligible benefit unit member of the ODSP program. And the ODSP program is actually two parts of the program. There's income support and there's employment support. A lot of people only focus on the income support. They actually only focus on the amount of income you get from Ontario Disability Support Program when that's chapter one. That is chapter one. There is way more chapters in the policy of Ontario Disability Support Program. So if you only focus on chapter one, that you're getting up to $1,308 from ODSP, assuming you don't go after and apply for all the other benefits that you could be eligible in the Ontario Disability Support Program, you're not maximizing the disability support program. I'm working on a slide presentation, so that information is very fresh. And then the other day, I was a guest podcast on Neil Matheson, Daddy Broke Legs. I think he's in Vancouver. They try to make a channel about people's lived experience with disabilities and living on disability benefits across Canada. And yeah, my disability is not going anywhere. It's not. It controls every aspect of my life. It is exhausting. So yeah, I'm going to have things in my budget that bring me joy, that bring me peace, that bring me the ability to dream and plan my future and think about what would it be like if I was a normal able-bodied person who didn't have all of these extra responsibilities and stress. So, yeah, I'm planning furniture in my apartment. I'm planning cosmetic surgery. I'm planning to go back to college. I'm planning to buy my first house. I'm planning to exit out of the Ontario Disability Support Program. Yeah, and it happens with the budget, increasing your income, living less than you make, and keeping out of debt. Saving for the future, long-term investing, stay out of debt. There, Dave Ramsey changed out the account again. This used to have baby steps here. So I'm still back on baby step two, and then I'm hoping by New Year, I'm in baby step three and then baby step 3B and four. There's no five, there's no kids. Six, I need a house to pay off the mortgage early, build wealth and give, and then become a millionaire. Oh yeah, millionaire thing is happening. Um, in my spreadsheet, not done with the budget yet for August, but in my spreadsheet, I added my network tracker. Um, I added a network tracker. It's tracking my entire income assets portfolio. We will know month and dollar amount when I'm no longer eligible for Ontario Disability Support Program and probably when I hit $1 million. And I'm probably going to use my information for an academic research paper because I do not like, there's a academic research paper from CAMH. CAMH is Center for Addictions and Mental Health. They're like a mental health hospital in Ontario. And they have a research paper that basically says why people on Ontario Disability Support Program stop themselves from working. If you stop yourself from working, you stop yourself from the potential of increasing your financial potential, which is increasing your net worth, building wealth so that you are financially independent and self-sufficient. Yeah, me going back to college and me writing essays, best believe I'm writing essays about this stuff. Yes, I am. And any wonderful charity organization would like to pay me for my essays? Yes, we're going to milk the system on that one too. Yeah, yeah, I'm a completely different person. Like from the person I was when I got on Ontario Disability Support Program to the person I am now, completely different person. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, investing. So, yeah, like I said, I use debt to invest into my registered disability savings plan because my registered disability savings plan sends me a financial statement of entitlement of short version. It says contribute $5,000. The government of Canada will contribute $10,500 into my disability savings plan before December 31st. I've been getting that letter since I've been eligible for the disability tax credit and I've opened the registered disability savings plan with a certified financial planner. You can find yourself a certified Canadian financial planner on the website called FP Canada. It's the financial planners council body that basically certifies and regulates financial planners in Canada. It's basically baby step four for Canadians when you really think about it. When Dave Ramsey says to find a financial planner that has a heart of a teacher and not a salesperson, that would be the best place to look if you're a Canadian. Then there's fee only financial planners. Then there's financial planners that take a fee based on your portfolio performance. I have one that takes a fee out of my portfolio and it's a low fee. It's like less than $200 for the year, but that's based on type of accounts, the financial planner, how he runs his practice, and the fee schedule he wants to follow. It's a lot of different things in baby step four. When I'm fully in baby step four, maybe we'll talk about it, but for right now, we're in baby step two of paying off all debts using the debt snowball until I'm debt free back in baby step three. Yeah, I really wish this thing had the roadmap like before. I don't know why they kept like it was so nice when it was there before. I don't know why they did that. This is not fun. I like the other version. I may have to make a complaint. Yeah, I may have to make a complaint. Because I don't know if this is like actually tracking my baby steps or it's just the stock image they use right here. I have no idea. Okay. So yeah, that's August. August, that's it. I have five, six categories in my budget, and that's what I plan the month before the month begins. And I did it already for September. September is kind of the same thing. I roughly, based on the income and expense report, the profit and loss statement for my self-employment in August, there is no net profit, which means when I submit my income and expense report, the profit and loss statement for my business to ODSP before the 7th of the month, it's not going to show a net profit. So then, as it has been in the past, when I get my ODSP disability payment at the end of September, I should be getting my $1,521.15. If you add like $71.85, that's the total amount I get from ODSP for being eligible benefit unit member of the Ontario Disability Support Program. Yeah. Then I'm expecting a tax credit, $74.61. So webcam for the month of September hasn't happened yet, so we don't know what my income will be for September from webcam, but I always set the goal of earn 5,000 gross dollars in revenue dollars, business income dollars, and then I track the gross dollars in the budget, but it's not like that when I do my bookkeeping for my business. I keep my bookkeeping from my business private because it's private. Um, the personal budget is already like a lot of information I'm sharing with you, but for me, I personally live this out. This is literally what I do every single day. So I'm trying to keep it where it's educational, but I still have piece of me when I'm offline. It's a combination of self-care and education at the same time. So that's how that works for September. September, my we're basically waiting for the rent to be $937.03 because it should be that amount. The caseworker should have changed the pre-authorized payment to that amount. Then my internet service bill, because I wasn't sure how much my bill will be for September, and I naturally prepay my bill on my payment date, the last business day of the month, because the new bill comes out, I think this first or the 7th of the month for my internet service, and then the first or the 7th of the month is my cell phone bill. So I naturally just pay them their previous bill amount, which was the 152.55 for the internet and then 72.45 for the cell phone. And then the bill would just calculate if I have a credit or if I need to pay more money. But as long as I've noticed, as long as they get majority of the bill prepaid before the bill is posted, I don't have to there's not a lot of things I have to worry about. So prepaying your bill 1 month in advance as much as you can is a very good idea. I could pretty much do that with 4 of my bills. Actually, credit cards are included in that. Yeah, because as long as you can pay your credit card pretty much every single day. Um, Especially with the whole we're now on baby step 2. I need to pay down the credit cards to get out of debt. Um, for every time I get paid from webcam, because that's my quickest income source, I'm going to pay something on the credit card. So if I make basically for every $100 that I make, $15 will go to paying a credit card. Smallest balance, right, debt. The smallest balance on my credit card is $1,348, and the biggest balance on my credit card, it's somewhere between 6,000, 6,500. And the reason I sound like question mark on the bigger credit card is the payment I sent them yesterday hasn't posted yet, so it hasn't calculated the new balance on my credit card. Um, with the smaller credit card, because that's the whole point of the debt snowball, to pay the smallest balance first. That one I have a rough idea what that balance is. Plus, that card is maxed out, so there's no temptation of using that card, but there is temptation on using the bigger card. It's just something I have to work on. I never had that issue before. So, yeah, there's certain things in my financial journey that I've never experienced before, like having a positive net worth where it's 6% of my financial independence number. I didn't think that was going to be a thing. I was told I'm disabled, getting Ontario Disability Support Program. I'm supposed to say destitute, poor, and suffering. Um, I'm not doing that. I refuse to participate in that narrative. So there's a lot of things I'm doing while I'm still able to do them that are changing my mindset around money. And I hope as I share the information of my lived experience and I document my lived experience in an educational way, because typically, like the things I'm doing, and some academic student will use my information for their research paper so they can graduate. We're not doing that no more. They don't pay any good amount of money. I'm going to document my journey for me, and then either the live documentation of what I'm doing is going to help somebody, or I'm going to sit down and write a financial book, and the book is going to help you with what I'm doing. Pretty much like Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey went and filed bankruptcy. You know, he filed bankruptcy. Then he went around and made a business on a card table in his kitchen or living room or whatever he made the business he has today. And then now he's been running that business for 30 years, helping how many millions of people in America pay off debt and research and document the people that use the method of the debt snowball and the 7 baby steps to pay off debt to become millionaires. And I can honestly say those baby steps have helped me to change my financial behavior, change my mindset around money, and actually see my wealth building right in front of me. There's nobody who's going to tell me, oh, you can't do that when it's right in front of me. Like conversations with my caseworker are so different. They are very, 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 I fully told my caseworker that I have right now that you will have to do a lot of research on my file because I'm doing things in sections of the policy that typically nobody touches. All right. That's just what like that's it. I'm like in the beginning of this journey, I was very anxious. I was very like the chokehold and bondage of an Ontario Disability Support Program was controlling me. It's not doing that no more. It's not. And part of me making sure it doesn't do that anymore for me, I need to put money into the budget so I can hire a financial coach so that the financial coach will keep me accountable and motivated and on track to the mission I've accomplished. I've the vision and the mission and the ministry, whatever this is, it's not going away. I've tried. Like I think about it. I started the baby steps. I paid off $8,000 in 9 months. Then I had savings and I went to college for 1 semester and paid it in full, in cash. Again, people told me, you can't do that on disability. Yeah, you can. It's okay. Um, and then because I got scared, I stopped. Then I keep budgeting in my spreadsheets. I keep watching Dave Ramsey. I listen to podcasts for financial independence, retire early people. I'm trying to follow more people that are um, financially independent and disabled. There's like 5 of people I found. Um, She had five, three. There's not a lot of people. There's not. Um, and then I found a community of entrepreneur and disabled and entrepreneurs. There's a lot more of disabled and chronically ill, invisible illness entrepreneurs. The disability entrepreneurship is huge because the more I talked about me working self-employed as a person with a disability with a chronic illness, more people, mostly in America, their the social media feed changed a lot. Maybe because of the pandemic, whatever's going on. Um, we're I'm very happy there is people out there that have a disability to understand if you're going to keep living in this society, you're going to have to figure out how to make an income. And the state, what's going on in my city with people with housing issues, mental health issues, disability, it's very, very sad. It's very, 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 very sad. I went out today and the lineup at the food bank in my neighborhood is around the corner of the building that is offering them food from the food bank. And I don't know who really should be there. I think some people in the food bank line really need to get on the budget, really need to pay off their credit cards and get a second job. But they're, whatever reason, not doing that. And then, yes, I know there's some people with a disability that are that financially, that's it. Disability is what they get. My cousin is one of them. It breaks my heart, but this is what we got. We're rolled a set of cards and the dice are rolled in a way that that's what the dice said. If you get double sixes, you get double sixes. You get snake eyes, you get snake eyes. That is what you're getting. You can roll again, maybe, but on it, like, you're still, that's what you get. Like, yeah, it's just, and I can't dwell on people that cannot do what they cannot do. It takes away energy from me doing what I need to do. It's that simple. Like in the beginning of my journey, a lot of people in the disability community were trying to argue with me about things in the policy and how they cannot work and how they cannot do what I'm doing. Right. If you don't have a plan, you must have a better plan. I have a plan to do this. You must have a plan to do something else. You don't have to do this plan. I'm doing this plan. This plan works. This plan keeps me up at night. It does. It keeps me up at night. When I get emailed my financial statements for my registered disability savings plan and I see the numbers are getting bigger, it shocks me to my core. I was told I couldn't have that. I was literally told you can't have that, you're disabled. I'm not believing that. No, no, we're not doing. It's very simple. Where's my thing on my spreadsheets? I surrounded my spreadsheet with things that I can do as long as I'm living and relatively healthy, but still have a chronic illness. I like my eye twitching stopped. The heartburn is still there, but less active, which is great. As far as I know, my blood work needs improvement, but we're improving it. Next thing is exercise and healthier diet at the gym. And yes, exercise and healthier diet is going to cost more money. It's going to, I tried to look for a cheaper way there's no cheaper way of doing it. There really isn't. The food bank is not going to give me the food that my doctor recommended by running the blood tests in the lab to check what I need to have and eat every day to keep myself healthy to reduce my symptoms of my chronic illness so I'm not flaring up and unable to work and unable to function and enjoy my life. I, like I don't really do sugar. I don't fast food is eliminated. Sh there's no coffee, there's no smoke, there's no substances. I wake up and this is what I do. The minute there's money in the budget to buy my exercise bike and my rower and all the home gym equipment, things that I need, we're doing that. The minute I can go back to college and pay for college for the full 3 years in full, in cash, we're doing that. Um, yeah, the minute I understood how to apply the Dave Ramsey baby steps into the policy directive of Ontario Disability Support Program of going through income support and employment support. I saw exactly what I need to do to exit ODSP. And if you're in Ontario, if you heard any two things from Doug Ford, he doesn't want you on social assistance. He basically wants people who are severely disabled, unable to function. That's it. But any other person that has some marketable employment ability, he wants you to work. Like whatever capacity that is, whether it's part-time, casual work, seasonal work, or full-time 40 hours a week. And then, yeah, you have to figure out how you're going to juggle your disability plus health insurance and, all the other financial responsibilities that come with having a disability. The way the person that's running the province of Ontario right now, yeah, he either he's hiding the money that he's supposed to give us to help us, or he don't want to give it to us. He wants us to be productive in the economy to increase the GDP. I tried. I really tried it. 2020, my MS symptoms, me crying in pain. Crying in pain. Yeah, they're better now. Right now, I'm in a very good season of my life right now. It's temporary. I know it's temporary. Well, what's here right now, and it's the only thing I can, it's not, it's from a higher power. If it, well, my family will say it's from Jesus. They will. There, there's no arguing with them about that. The minute I tell them I'm doing better, the second I say that, they say praise God, because that's where it's coming from. And because I have that season of low pain, more cognitive function, less brain fog, more energy. The B12 shots my doctors are giving me are working. The vitamin D prescription the doctor gave me that cost me $16.85 is working. Um, I'm heavily encouraged to get out there, enjoy my life, and oh yeah, I have to work. No, I don't, no. I really would, I prefer not to work. But the only way to prefer not to work, you need a source of income that takes care of every financial need that you have. And I'm not the type to go play the lottery. So I'm gonna have to work. And yeah, follow the baby steps. Yeah, there's like for a system that works, that is not based on chance and probability and, guessing. It's a Dave Ramsey baby steps. I mean, a lot of people don't like him. Yeah, whatever. Do the baby steps first. At least attempt the baby steps in the full entirety of the way that Dave Ramsey teaches it. Then you can go make your own plan. But I know I know they work. I've seen them work. I've done them the way he said to do them. They work. And I've also done them in a way that I know they work, but I can change certain things in the steps where I'm not a baby steps millionaire. I may become an everyday millionaire. Okay, I'll take the everyday millionaire title. I really don't need the baby steps millionaire title, but millionaire is going to happen. Every time I'm meeting with a financial planner, yeah, he's doing his job, I'm doing mine. Eventually, yeah, ODSP will say, you have too much money, you have too much assets. Okay, I'm ready. I can handle it. I can handle it with the power of Jesus Christ. It's the only thing I know why this thing keeps me up at night, where I cannot put it down. I cannot forget about it. I cannot act like, oh, little man can't get ahead. Oh, I have a disability. My disability is not going anywhere. And the power of the Holy Spirit has made sure my disability is not interfering with anything at this moment in time where that I can work. But when my doctor runs my blood tests or does my neurological exam or any of the things that they're looking for that I still have to see these people and I don't want to, um, I still have the diagnosis they gave me. Yeah. So it's a thing. So like, yes, I'm in remission. I still have to do my follow-up appointments. Every time I go to my follow-up appointment, I ask them, do I still need to do a follow-up appointment? Yeah, I still have to do the follow-up appointment. Whether like the illness is still there, but the illness is not there in a way that is operating the way it was when it left me completely unable to function right now. And I've been in a season like this before, and I know at that time, like at the time I thought it'd be forever. It lasted 3 years, and then I went back into relapse. Um, so yeah, this is 2 years of remission. Actually, wait. Yes, right. So like I have multiple conditions. So one condition could be in remission, but another condition could be in relapse, as I have multiple health conditions. So the whole thing of being, they call spoony, where you only have a limited amount of energy to go around. Yeah, right now my energy can go into this. It's fine. I like there's gonna come a time where I'm just not gonna upload a video. So when things go south, you'll know I'm probably up at 4 o'clock in the morning posting on social media somewhere. But you don't want to see me go into that place anymore. I don't want to go back there. It's too much energy to go back in that place. Mentally, to go into space where I no longer function is not healthy for me. We need another solution. We need another direction. We need something that's positive, that I feel like I have a purpose. I feel like I've driven. I feel like I have vision. I feel like I have actual results in my life that has meaning and fulfillment and joy and peace. I could just pull up the emotional wheel that we use in therapy all the time, but there's a section of the emotional wheel. Let me go find it. There's a section of the emotion wheel. Do you want the big complicated one or do you want the simple one? Is this one simple? It's this one. No, I just want, okay, this, can we use this? Okay, who's betterup.com? Okay, they have a good emotional wheel. Use this one. So here's the emotional wheel of betterup.com. We want to feel serenity, joy, acceptance, love plus trust, and interest, serenity, interest, optimism. Yeah, well, hold on. Oh, this wheel is doesn't have a lot of good feelings on the wheel. We don't need this. Hold on. I need to find a different wheel. Let me find a different wheel. Let me find a different wheel. That wheel was not a fun wheel. There's no way these wheels have this many for the. That is, they need more words for the good feeling. No, can't read that one. Okay, here's the one I always see online. How about this one? Oh, we can't even zoom in. Can we zoom in? Okay, and then this is the best we're gonna get. Okay, I think. Okay, so found another wheel. We found this wheel. Um, okay. Free, joyful, curious, inquisitive, successful, confident. Pretty much. So the happy section, yes. I'm trying to stay in the happy section of the wheel as long as I can. Sometimes surprised. Sometimes surprise is a good thing. But I'm not trying to be in the bad, fearful, anger, disgusted, sad. I don't, there's too many over here. There's only two sections over here in the wheel that I'm trying to continue on a more frequent basis. Just by the wheel alone, there's a lot of obstacles in the way. There's five. I'm trying to operate from two sections of the wheel. I'm trying to operate from. To do that every day takes a lot of work because there's always something that brings me to the other side of the five in the wheel. Like if I have to deal with ODSP, I'm already sad, fearful, and angry. Oh yeah, and bad. And then between bad, it's stressed, tired, out of control, overwhelmed, rushed, pressured. Yeah, we don't want those things. No. And then to get back from, so if I have to deal with a caseworker at the Ontario Disability Support Office, you know how hard it is to get me back into a joyful, curious, successful, confident, courageous, loving, thankful, hopeful, inspired, optimistic, peaceful section of my life or the day or the month. It takes a lot of energy, like a lot. So yeah, the baby steps, they work. Like, okay, so definitely with so let's say you're not doing the baby steps. You still have to find a way to get out of consumer debt, have an emergency fund, invest in retirement. Like, oh, I don't want to follow the baby steps. Oh, Dave Ramsey, whatever, whatever. You're still paying off credit card debt. You're still saving for emergencies. You're saving for purchases. You're investing your for retirement. Whether it's 5% you're investing, 10% you're investing, 15, 20, 25. Some people are doing 90% in investing. I don't know how you're living on if you're doing 90% of your income in investing and you're living on 10%, doesn't make any sense to me. And then if you have children, you kind of want your children to not go into debt to pay for college. Because like everybody I hear in the financial independence, retire early community, they either don't like Dave Ramsey or they started with Dave Ramsey and they went off and branched off on their own. But there is still essence of Dave Ramsey in the financial baby steps of um, financial independence, retire early, pay off debt, emergency fund, investing, somehow get your kids through college without getting through debt, or you're cash flowing their college on your own because you're bank of mom and dad. And then if you have a house, you're house hacking, or you're paying off your mortgage as fast as you can. You're still doing the baby steps in financial independence, retire early. We don't like Dave Ramsey. I caught that early. I totally did. I saw that long time ago. A bunch of people are like, "Oh, I don't like Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is wrong, whatever, whatever." And then they go and do their budgets on their channel and they're still following the principles of Dave Ramsey. Live on less than you make. Pay off all debt. Have savings. Have your emergency funds. Have proper insurance. Pay for kids' college. Pay off the house. House hacks so your housing costs are low. Housing, transportation, and food. Those are in the budget. Oh, yeah, they budget. So, yeah. Okay, I think I can quickly go through the budget for September, but a lot of it hasn't happened yet. We know we paid my housing cost. So we paid housing cost in September. I did some lifestyle. I got my hair cut and I had my eye exam. In my eye exam, they did a retinal OCT eye exam where they basically take an x-ray picture of my eye to see the entire picture of my eye. It's healthy, but to find out my eye is healthy cost me $65. And no, it's not covered by the Ontario Disability Support Program. I have a new prescription. I sent my prescription off to the disability office and I left a message to the caseworker. And I'm waiting to see if they'll send me the form so they can cover a portion of my new eye prescription. So I'm basically going to take the lenses, switch out the lenses with the new prescription for my glasses, and then keep the same frame of glasses. And then I'm going to pay down the credit card and buy a second pair of glasses. I only have one pair of glasses, so if something happens to these pair of glasses, the frame, I'm gonna have to spend money on the next pair of glasses that the government is not going to pay for because their allowance in the vision care to cover lenses and frame, it's $120 based on the type of prescription that you have. So there's single vision, there's bifocal, there's another one, I forgot what it's called, which is $120 to $280. This money does not increase for inflation and it doesn't accommodate every optometrist optical store there is in the province of Ontario. So with me living in the bigger city in Ontario, things are more expensive. If I lived out in the middle of nowhere, Ontario, things might be a little cheaper, but then I'm traveling more to get to the places I need because of where I live in the city, in the province. So I live in the big part of the city. There's more options, more expensive. And that's just what it is. Oh, yeah, we're in a season of recession and inflationary times right now, so it's extra expensive, which means Capital One, we're going to be best friends. I'm going to pay down the credit card as fast as I can for this September. And hopefully, we're credit card debt free, or at least one credit card is paid off for by the time we get into January. And then I would like to see the second credit card be paid off by June next year so that I can use the budget to pay for premium health insurance. I found a premium health insurance, like a private health insurance for health and dental that I would pay out of pocket that would cover me for vision, dental, prescriptions, chiropractor, massage, acupuncture. That's not covered in the Ontario OHIP universal healthcare system that we have that people think covers everything. It does not. It it does not. Y'all see me go through this budget every single time. When did I spend the $286 on my eye drops? In August. And then, oh, I spent more money. Wait, eye drops? How come the vitamin D thing is not here? Did I put it somewhere else? Yeah, I spent 286 something on a prescription. I think the vitamin D is included in the 286 and the rest of it is the not prescription, the eye drops. And luckily, the optometrist today told me the eye drops I have are for like people that have chronically dry eyes. I don't have chronically dry eyes. So, because I'm okay with the eye drops that I have, I'm not using them every day, and she said that's fine. When this one's finished, she said that she can give me samples of a different version of eye drops that work just as good, that I don't have to worry about extending the budget. I actually can actually spend $50 on the recommended by the pharmacist and the optometrist eye drops over the prescription. My doctor trying to find me the best prescription she can find. $286 to $50. Good enough. This'll work. Don't worry about it. Yeah. it- yeah, if you're like disabled, unable to work, life will be harder. It's not going to get better. There are politicians that don't believe in helping the little man. They're still alive. And as if they want to work in politics, they're going to run for the top level position they can get. And they're going to do things that make them look good so they keep their job. And us who are, low income, disabled, struggling to get by, not making ends meet, whatever that is, yeah, we have to increase our income. Minimum wage is not meant for you to live an entire lifetime. Some people do it. That's great, but they also live in a household where there are multiple people. Like I'm talking to the people that are like disabled, single, by themselves. You are responsible for everything there is. Taking care of you mentally, taking care of you physically, showing up to your appointments, washing your clothes, doing your dishes, socializing, maybe dating, everything you're responsible for. And if you give up, well, that's just sad. Straight up sad. Like straight up sad. You're like, yeah, you're going to have to put in the effort. My mom used to say, put life into it. No, yeah, you're going to have to do. It's I tried. I used to be very like because I have multiple illnesses and one of them's depression. Yeah, I never used to be the sunshiny rainbow person. This took work. This took therapy. This took a lot of psych evaluations. This took a lot of prescriptions hoping something will work. This took a lot of follow up with doctors that I did not want to be there. This took arguments of people getting mad at me that I wouldn't eat the food because I'm too depressed to eat the food. Don't even get me started about if I showered or washed my hair. I've been there. I've been in those dark mentally like places. And no, you have to find a way to come out of them in some way. Or somebody else is taking care of you and all your decisions are gone. If you want to have autonomy and control and creativity and things for your life, you have to show other people you're able to do them and they don't question your decisions because you're capable and mentally sound to take care of them. The minute you're not, somebody else wants to make decisions for you and it sucks. It totally sucks. You think I like checking in with a caseworker or disability office every single month? No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. This is why I went through employment supports. I fit so like going through employment supports, they literally evaluate you in your competency and your ability to go through employment. I passed. Now I'm trying to maintain employment. The hardest thing for me right now is maintaining consistent income and maintaining employment in a way that is sustainable so that I can exit and to be financially independent off of ODSP. It's a different journey. It's a harder journey because people are watching to expect you to flourish, fly, leave the nest. Don't come back. You can come back. There's rapid reinstatement. Like, if everything fell apart, if everything just went back to the way it was before, where I was depressed and I wasn't motivated, I was hopeless and whatever, yeah, I could apply back on disability. I just need the right psych evaluations, doctor's notes, probably a different prescription. Um, they might they might hold me in the hospital for a couple of days. Then we send in my application for disability and we go back to where we were before. I know exactly where it was. I'm reminded all the time I could end up there all the time. All the time. So as long as I can do what I'm doing, the baby steps, moving forward, feeling hopeful about life, feeling like I have a purpose and a vision and all that, I'm gonna do it. And it's actually hard to remember what it was before I got on treatment and treatment was working because the treatment is working. But I definitely know if this falls apart, I can reapply for disability and we could reduce my assets to almost nothing and do the bare minimum and never move ahead, never increase the income, be begging online for people to help me. I'm well aware that like either this works or I'm one step away from being homeless. Yeah, we're trying this plan first. The baby steps. We're trying the baby steps first. Where are the baby steps? Yeah, we're trying the baby steps first. I've done non-baby step method. I've done increasing debt, no way of paying it because my income is only disability. There's no way I can live off of, where is it? Here we go. Here's a snapshot. This is September. So yeah, $1,521. That's disability. If I don't work the baby steps and if I don't work and if I don't make a net profit in my business, I only get $1,521 for the entire month. And it's expected to cover all of my living expenses, basic needs, as long as I remain eligible for the disability support program. My disability is permanent, if that wasn't clear. It is permanent, life condition for the rest of my life on medications monitored by my doctors. They monitor me every month. We do wellness check-ins, we do blood work, we do psych evaluations, we do referrals, we do anything possible so my doctors know what's wrong with me. I don't like 20% of my time is contacting a doctor for a follow-up or an appointment or a referral. I don't want to be doing that at 38. You think I like why my doctors are the first person I call on my phone? Are you serious? Like, really? No. My life has to have more meaning than calling the doctor. Like, it has to. Like, no. So yeah, I want to be wealthy. I want to have a conscious spending plan. I want to know that every piece of my income goes into retirement before I pay bills, the credit card. Like, this is Ramit Sethi's little flow chart of how to manage your paycheck. David Bach has a similar one. I'll probably put the video of David Bach's um, pay yourself first flow chart, but it's pretty much exactly the same as Ramit Sethi's social media image he has on his community tab over his I Will Teach You to Be Rich YouTube channel. But you get your salary, put a portion of that in your 401k. Me in Canada, it's the Registered Disability Savings Plan, Tax-Free Savings Account, RSP, or the new First Home Savings Account, the FHSA. Then a piece of it goes into savings. We already broke down my savings categories: college, cosmetic surgery, my 20% down on my condo, new furniture, home gym, anything I want to spend on in my savings. And then, yes, I'm planning for vacations. We have that. And then my credit cards. Yeah, Capital One, they get their money. What's in my wallet? Capital One. What's in my Capital One is in my wallet. And what's in my wallet today? Well, I had $50. I went to the barber shop. Then I had to use Capital One for the eye exam. So Capital One is, I say this, Capital One will always be in my wallet. That's it. This, yeah. And then, like, half my transportation is going to the doctor, right? Half of my time in transportation is doctor. It's not travel, movie, brunch, dinner. No, it's travel to the doctor. I'm a little tired of doing that. Where, how long have we been going on? Okay, an hour and 10 minutes? Okay. Yeah, I'm a little tired of doing that. So yeah, I'm going to follow the baby steps. I'm going to create my money rules. I know for sure I'm saving, 5 to 10%. I'm investing anywhere from 5 to 25% of my income. I'm working towards having a 1 year emergency fund. Um, we're working on having the down payment money for the condo. And I've also added my freedom account that will help me exit off of ODSP. I already put that number in my budget. It's just $40 in there right now. I need 40,000 in there to exit off of ODSP because of ODSP's rule. The asset limit for Ontario Disability Support Program is $40,000. Yeah, like honestly, in the next 5 years, I would like to have a $40,000 in that account so that I can live off that income when ODSP says I have too many assets. Because $40,000 divided by 2,000, calculator, give me a minute, get a calculator. So $40,000 divided by 2,000, 20, okay? And so essentially I can live off of 20 months of $2,000 a month, $40,000. That is like I planned the exiting of ODSP and what I need in place so I can exit. I'm like, there's a chance because of all of my income and assets in the portfolio that I will exit off of ODSP before my savings has reached its goal. It's possible because of the way stuff happen in life. Like it's just between my business net profit because there's no limit on my income because it's commission based, and then me going to college, and then if I get a job after college that pays me, I don't know, $40,000 a year, ODSP will kick me off. Like, and if I work in a job for 2 or 3 years, as long as I follow the baby steps, yeah. And then my private insurance or ODSP's extended insurance would cover my medical expenses for my permanent disability. And I keep emphasizing permanent disability because not only am I eligible for the Ontario Disability Support Program, I'm eligible for the disability tax credit from the federal government of Canada. And my doctor just needed to write the letter in the same way she wrote it for the Ontario Disability Support Program to emphasize I have a permanent disability with no sign of cure. There's no cure for my disability. I just live with it. And because I'm always in therapy, I'm given a lot of tools to manage my disability, process my emotions, find the sunnier side option of life so that I feel like there's a direction of purpose and meaning and growth, which led me to a spiritual practice of the Holy Spirit, because that's what I grew up with, that I'm going to do this in, the name of Jesus, because all things from him strengthen me and all that stuff. No, I don't read the Bible every day, but I listen to enough Joyce Myers to know that I'm going to enjoy my life every day. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Okay, I'm done. I'm totally done. I'm gonna have some ice cream. I know I should be totally on my exercise meal plan, but I'm having ice cream. So I will see you on the next one. Smooches. Bye.